think it's just not strong enough.
A lot of stuff going on.
So there's actually quite a bit of traffic, but I'm going to turn off distant traffic here because what's happening.
Foxtrot W looks like, or two Foxtrot W is crossing, but he's kind of below us and in front of us. I'll look out for him. And then we got 40 Juliet to our left underneath us. Not sure if he's descending or ascending. Looks like he's going, looks like he's descending.
I'm just going to go into settings and turn off distant traffic because my map is just filled.
November 8, Julian, November, traffic north, 5 miles, southwestbound, 2,700 indicated.
Julian, November's looking, we're going to turn to the east and descend slightly.
Roger.
Julian, November still has no joy. Is he to the west of me yet?
He's southwestbound, directly north of you, 3 miles now. It shouldn't be a factor.
All right, Julian, November's looking no joy currently.
So you did the cruise checklist, right?
Correct.
Probably not too soon. How far are we out from?
We're about
November 3, Sierra Romeo, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Frequency approved.
Where's that high distant traffic?
Can you grab the yoke?
Yeah, I have the yoke. I have the plane.
Thank you.
This thing is so smooth. This reminds me of a Seminole a little bit. It's just such a
traffic's now west, no factor.
stable platform.
Julian, November, thank you.
Okay, my plane.
Your plane.
All right, not sure where they're landing. I'm going to change to airport frequency.
Yep.
Okay, CTAF is
McGuire approach.
122.7.
Got lane 29er 11 Delta. Chester County, we're 8900, 4 miles north of field. Landing on runway 29er, moving across Midfield.
Looks like they're landing 25.
You have a wind setting there, or you're just watching?
I don't think they have an ATIS there. I'm just kind of watching them go around.
That's legit.
Center Jersey 716, clear of runway 25 Central.
Center Jersey, White Tiger, Jim 92, taking off runway 25.
What is it, runway 25 they landed? Visual 25?
Yep.
So whenever you see me with my head down, just don't get caught. Yeah, just say, hey, I got my head down. Can you keep an eye out? So one of us should always be monitoring flight path.
9 miles to the east will inbound runway 25, straight in runway 25, Central Jersey.
Okay, so it sounds like 25. I got 25 set up. Can you see the TPA on there? It says, what, 1086 again, right? Coincidence, or we're just in the flattest state in the Union?
Flattest state.
So 1086, we're going to be making left traffic for runway 25 at Central Jersey. I've only been here a couple times with you and Chris Farrell, so I'm going to let you fly. Remember, this is pretty urban up here, right?
Yep.
And we got a pretty interesting approach corridor over a lot of buildings, so
yep.
Be real careful. We're going to do our approach checklist, so.
Okay. When out, how many miles, like 10 miles out?
Well, we're 6 out right now, right? So,
well, 10, says 10 to the,
I'm sorry, you're right, 6 minutes, 10 nautical miles. So this is a good time.
So this is more the descent checklist.
Yep.
Higher power is required. Looking good. Mixture looks good. Discount flaps are closed.
So I'm just going to confirm we're on main tanks, mixture full rich.
Instruments. All right, descent checklist complete.
So the only thing we're missing is weather, and we're flying.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777 taking off runway 25, taking the pattern Central Jersey.
So I'm going to just pull this up and see if I can find out if there is in fact an ATIS here.
I think there is, but...
So it's always in the approach plate, so if we go to...
Central Jersey, White Cherokee 092.
So the only ASOS is Trent, so there's nothing here.
Yep.
So that really wouldn't help us here when we actually have people landing. That's a better indication of what we should be doing, I think. Right?
Correct.
Central Jersey regional traffic, 499 Kilo Whiskey.
But if you are coming here at night, for instance, or to a strange airport, you go into the instrument approach plate, you're going to get the pilot-controlled lighting, the frequency, and the
Tell you all the good stuff.
ASOS, AWOS, ATIS, right in the second line.
I don't know if you have gammies, but I got gammies installed.
I do not.
Smooth as hell. Look at those cylinder head temperatures.
Beautiful.
They're just smooth across the board.
I have the small version of this JPI.
It's great. I wouldn't fly without it.
I hate the one we have. It takes like an hour and a half to go through all the menus. Yours has everything right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just pretend we're below 10,000 feet, sterile cockpit.
Okay.
You're the pilot.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777, left crossing, runway 25, Central Jersey.
Okay, so that guy's staying in the pattern. There is a guy on left downwind.
I see him.
And you are...
Looks like we got
5 miles out.
Two guys in the pattern.
over there for...
So I would just let the 777 know you're inbound on a 45 and you're going to be number 3 behind him.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777, left downwind 25, Central Jersey. Central Jersey, White Cherokee 092, turning left base to runway 25, Central.
So that guy's number 1, 777's number 2, you got the radio.
Central Jersey, Spymaster 7 Whiskey Tango inbound. Going to join the left downwind for 25. I'll be number 3 behind 777.
That was good.
Thank you.
You can do that every time.
Traffic 2920.
You will be,
wind runway 03, Hampton.
you will not be having any amateur hour problems at any airport if you just talk like that. And just let everybody know. It's not like Spymaster's coming in, we're jumping in the pattern, watch out.
Doylestown people would do that all the time. You're in the pattern, these guy in a Bonanza or the vans, they just, or those guys don't even talk on the radio.
So just be aware of your altitude, maybe just call it out to me and you that you're at, you know, what are you at right now, 1600?
Jersey, you got a White Grumman Tiger, you're going to join the upwind for 25, and then join crosswind downwind pattern for 25.
Okay, so now you got another guy. This is 1966 Lima, I think.
Downwind, runway 03.
He's just going to do a straight in?
No, he said he's going to join the upwind, so that's good. He's being a smart guy, too.
Okay, all right, so he's behind
So I think you're all set. We'll just keep an eye out. So how about if I take responsibility of trying to get eyes on 1966 Lima, and the rest of these guys should be on the ground.
Okay.
So we won't make another radio call till we're actually established on our left downwind.
Gotcha. Skyhawk 777, left base, runway 25, Central Jersey.
So the upwind guy's no factor unless he decides to cut across.
But we should beat him to the downwind.
Yeah. So there's no beating anybody technically because, you know, that's just going to be a mid-air collision. So there's your airport right there, right? I can't see the runway, but I can see the hangars. Runway is this direction.
Traffic, Grumman Tiger, joining the upwind. Base traffic, I got you in sight, and I'll join a pattern for...
Just let him know, 777's joining the left downwind.
Skyhawk 777 final, runway 25, Central Jersey.
Central Jersey, 7 Whiskey Tango, entering the left downwind for 25, 7 Whiskey Tango, Central Jersey.
Central Jersey traffic, 499 Kilo Whiskey, 5 miles to the northwest, setting up joint 45, left downwind, runway 25. Central Jersey regional traffic.
Downwind for 29, Chester County.
I'm looking at the right airport, right? Is that it right there?
Yeah, it's right.
You got to make a hard right. There you go.
I didn't realize how close we were.
Yeah, just be careful because this thing's a little hard to slow down.
Yep.
And just keep an eye on your ball. We don't want to spin it out here. Your descent rate looks fantastic.
Tiger on upwind.
Traffic 11 o'clock, 2 nautical miles, 1,000. 100 feet below.
Okay.
So that's, so there's a guy in upwind. You got him? He's right off your wing.
Yep.
And there should be a guy landing right now.
Number 561 Foxtrot Golf is 3 miles to the northeast. We're going to be overflying the field at 2,000, doing a teardrop entry for runway 29.
Okay, so look at New York is finally in our sights.
Okay.
remind me when we get back to Flying W, you and I are gonna do some logbook work for you.
Central Jersey traffic, Grumman Tiger, left crosswind runway 25, Central Jersey.
So
Central Jersey, 7 Whiskey Tango, left base 425, Central Jersey.
Left downwind for runway 25, Central Jersey traffic.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk, 777 clear, runway 25, Central Jersey.
if I can't see the runway, just keep an eye on your ball, Julian. I want nice coordinated turn here. This is not a good place to violate rule number 1, right?
Central Jersey traffic, Grumman Tiger, turning left downwind,
There's
runway 25.
completion of your base turn. And you can probably just bring this straight around.
Central Jersey traffic, anyone base or final, 25.
Let me get this for you. Central Jersey, you got a Spymaster, left base to final 25, landing 25, Central Jersey.
I'll have time to get out.
We're short final 25, Central Jersey.
Okay, I'll wait.
You do not have time to get out, sir. Okay, let's get some flaps in.
Whiskey,
As soon as you roll out.
For left downwind for runway 25, Central Jersey traffic.
A little bit high, right? That's okay.
Central Jersey traffic, Grumman Tiger is a beam midfield on the downwind for 25, Central Jersey.
All right, so
Downwind traffic, I don't see
gums jet, gas.
Yes.
Undercarriage.
I'm going to do
down
a
and lock,
to the
mixture
left,
prop
get out
switches.
downwind then. I don't see you either. 499 Kilo Whiskey, Central
Push
Jersey
that
traffic.
nose down. Let's aim right for the 2-3. Should be somewhere
At about 4-8 to the northwest.
a little bit more.
Landing at the hospital just west of the field.
You got all your flaps in. I'm going to put the rest of your flaps in just for slowing us down.
Okay.
Push that nose down a little because we got a short runway here.
Yep.
Man, it looks like there's another plane on the runway. I hate that.
No, it's narrow.
I know.
Yeah, gets me all the time.
Okay, I think
Central
you're
Jersey
good here.
traffic, Grumman Tiger, turning left base, runway 25, Central Jersey.
A little bit to your right. There you go, buddy. And just a nice flare, touch of power, a little bit of right rudder. Not bad.
Central Jersey traffic, Columbia's back taxiing on runway.
Somebody's back taxiing on the runway. Where?
When they go get the fuel, they kind of go back.
Oh, got it.
There's a ramp
Yeah,
here.
so all we want to do, leave the flaps down, your gear's all set. We'll just leave everything over. That was good.
Yeah, landing was a little on the hard side, but
You know what? I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't think there's a problem with that. Okay, so we got a dog leg off and it's a crazy runway.
Central Jersey regional traffic, 499 Kilo Whiskey, reestablished on the 45 for the left downwind, runway 25. Central Jersey regional traffic.
So let's get clear
Jersey
though.
traffic, Columbia's departing 25.
So this guy really should wait. Spymaster 337 Whiskey Tango, clear runway 25, Central Jersey.
Central Jersey,
Sorry,
Grumman Tiger
I just
on
wanna-
final. I got the departing traffic inside 25, Central Jersey.
Pretty busy place here, man.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a great spot for you to stop and guy's probably going to want to take a picture of your amazing airplane.
after landing checklist, flaps up, cowls open, strobes are off, landing light is off, de-ice not applied, pitot heat not applied.
Central Jersey
trim
Tiger
takeoff.
on short final 25, Central Jersey.
So when somebody asks you if they have time to get out and you're on short final, if you have to
Central Jersey
explain
regional
that to
traffic,
them,
499 Kilo Whiskey, left midfield downwind, runway 25.
Just jackass.
Central Jersey regional traffic.
well, so I'm only pointing that out. You don't want to be that guy. There's no reason that he can't
Central
wait 5
Jersey
seconds.
traffic, Columbia upwind departing pattern to the north.
Whenever in doubt about airplane etiquette, just use common sense, I think,
be
and
conservative.
be a nice person.
Yep.
And then you won't violate number 2.
Yep.
So I don't know what that is, but that guy's flying the wrong pattern, isn't he?
Skyhawk, 777, line up and wait, runway 25, Central Jersey.
Didn't we just land on a left? And I saw a guy on a...
9er Kilo W Whiskey, you flying the pattern here?
Central Jersey regional traffic, 499 Kilo Whiskey, turning left base, runway 25. Skyway traffic, Central Jersey regional traffic.
He's all fucked up.
Yeah, he's all fucked up. So
You're on right base there, buddy, not left base.
yeah, so
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk, 777, front, taking off runway 2, in the pattern, Central Jersey.
True. I'm going around. Well,
you can't go around. So, oh God.
So I couldn't see when you were on downwind. You were on the other side.
There's nothing you can do about this except just understand that this can happen any place, anytime, any airport.
Go around 25 Central Jersey traffic, regional.
This guy may,
He
might have just gotten his solo certificate this morning.
Yeah, I guess if he was with the CFI, he wouldn't be doing that.
Anything can happen. I just, I stopped yelling at people and just try to stay out of their way.
So, FYI, if you ever come here, there's an awesome restaurant down there. It's just like a standard, like, it's not a pizza place, but it's
now,
got
Whiskey,
like
what you should do is, if you want, you make a left crosswind here and get on the left side of the pattern.
Yeah.
Roger, 499 Kilo Whiskey.
Now he's getting instruction from everyone at the airport.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777.
So where's the fuel pumps over there, right?
Yeah, we just got to cross the runway
Yeah,
here.
it's okay. This is cool. Yeah, I've been up here a bunch of times. I came here with you once, and I came here with Chris a lot. I've never actually come up here for fuel because they actually penalize us at November 1-4 now.
What?
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk.
So if you don't buy a certain amount of fuel every month, they bang your hangar rent up. It's like
did they give you a deal on the gas?
Huh?
Did they give you a deal on the gas?
I think they do. If you fill up like on Tuesday, you get like 10 cents off or something. But it's like belonging to a country club. You have like a meal minimum.
Crosswind, runway 25.
They just started doing that, but that's because everybody would fly up here, buy their gas, and go back there. And you know that's how they stay in business, right?
Traffic 499 Kilo Whiskey, left
So we're gonna
downwind,
stay
runway
here.
25. Central Jersey regional traffic.
Yeah, so we don't break this guy's balls any more than we already did. Yeah. I think he learned his lesson.
Cross.
Grumman Tiger, have you come to transit?
I'm not transiting. I'm just staying here for a minute to drop off Buddy to pick up his plane.
Copy.
Central Jersey, 7 Whiskey Tango, crossing the runway to the fuel. Central Jersey.
So these two guys one guy's hauling ass, really hauling ass, and the other guy's slowing down for landing, and they'll figure it out.
Central Jersey regional traffic, 499 Kilo Whiskey, left midfield downwind, runway 25.
Yeah, thank God for ADSB, man. Fuck.
Well, you would have never been looking over there, right?
Yeah.
I just saw him because he was out my window.
Keep you on your toes. But yeah, here it's 5 1/4.
What is it everywhere else? I know P&E's like 750.
For average, I think it's about between 650 right now.
Runway 25, Central Jersey.
Remind me later to tell you about the guy who threw up on me over at P&E. Really bad.
That's a 24 Victor. He's on 7 mile.
No, I'm assuming you know where your wingtips are.
Good luck down on runway 25, Central Jersey.
Central Jersey, White Cherokee 092, turning left, crossing for runway 25, Central.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you do this and do the shutdown by the checklist. And
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777, final runway 25, Central Jersey.
Checklist. Securing.
Central Jersey, White Cherokee 092, turning left down.
Off. Hey, Blue Plane, you coming in the fuel, or you going back around to take off?
That's an affirmative. Going to fuel, sir.
All right, I'll get out of your way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's a 337, right?
You got it.
Terrain system not available.
how do you read me? Good?
Yep.
Did that guy just do a right base too? Or was I just had my head far back?
I wasn't paying attention.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777, left base, runway 25, Central Jersey.
Okay. So, you want me to do a full run-up?
You do not have to do a run-up. Not at all. That's up to you. The one thing we did not just do is retest the fuel, which whenever we fuel, it's a very good idea because there is a possibility you could have water in a fuel. It's pretty unlikely, but it's not impossible.
Yep.
So I would, if you get fuel in the future, I would definitely
makes sense.
Doing a whole run-up is not necessary except for the first flight of the day and any time you might have any concern about.
Overhead going north to south will overfly the field at 2.5 and then set up for a teardrop into left downwind 25 central.
And some people might argue with me, but
Yep.
That's entirely up to you, but I do not, you know, if I stop my plane for 5 minutes, I don't do a full run up again. If I leave it for 3 or 4 hours, I might.
Gotcha.
Loud and clear.
And if it makes you more comfortable, you can do anything you want.
San Jose traffic, so 24 Victor is clear runway 25, Central Jersey.
Okay, so this guy's coming in, and I think we're clear after him. That's the 777 guy.
Yeah, so I do not see anyone else. There's a cap 2912, but he looks like he's overflying the field, right? He's over yonder somewhere. Should be able to see him out here. There he is right there.
Okay.
So I don't see anyone on base.
That one's on base for final.
We should, let me just, Central Jersey, Spymaster, line up and wait, runway 25, Central Jersey. You just let him know you're not taking off. So you can go out there, get in position.
Okay.
And then he should tell you when he's clear.
Oh, I see. That's more for the guy that just landed.
Well, we're not allowed to have two planes on the runway unless we make a very specific announcement that we're just lining up till he gets clear.
Traffic cap 2912 is overhead 2.5.
Okay, so that's the guy overhead. I think we have good GoPro. Let's just wait till he makes an announcement. So we're in the blast pad area. This is not for landing, right? Right?
Yeah.
Before that threshold marker, but we can use this for takeoff. Okay.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777 is clear runway 25.
Okay, so you can make a departure call.
Okay.
And I'm just going to double check. You already did all this. Fuel's on mains.
Yep.
Full forward. Flaps 1/3. Got it. Ready?
Central Jersey, 7 Whiskey Tango, departing 25 to the south, Central Jersey.
I'm not going to fool around with a flight plan until we... Man, you can actually pitch this thing up. So it's our climb out speed, 80, 75.
But with the VGs, it's actually...
No, VY is 112.
Yep.
Okay, so we're nowhere near 112 yet, so we're kind of VX right now.
Traffic cap 2912 is descending in the...
So last time we forgot our departure gear up, flaps up, so you can just focus on that. Do me a favor, just put your nose down, because I know we have terrain, but we're going to clear that, no problem, right? No planes, you can resume your VY.
Gear up.
So there's your 112, right? Your 112 VY climb.
Yep. Less than 1 mile.
So I'm getting all kinds of terrain warnings and traffic. 10 o'clock, 1 nautical mile, 1,100 feet.
All right, gear up, flaps up.
Jeez, I didn't see that guy, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's the cap guy.
Runway 25, Central.
So we're, what, 47 November, you said?
Yep.
Are we heading back to 14?
Yep.
Central Jersey, Skyhawk 22 Lima's on a 4 mile, 45, left down, 125, Central.
Okay, so you got gear up, yellow light, flaps up. We are flying just under VY and a climb out. We did have some terrain. Just satisfy yourself, or just put your nose down real quick and satisfy you're going to clear all this, because I was getting some warnings. That looks good to me.
This is cool too. This has a terrain, well, you get FISB, but you got terrain also.
So
this will actually beautiful. But I have the Sirius XM on here, so I got weather, I get music. You can get music through this thing.
So, what are we, 2,000 feet already, got it. So you want to go direct to flying W, do you know how this works? Go ahead and hit D.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, let's do it. Kilohertz. And megahertz knobs, yep. So we're November 14, so you got to back up, there's no K.
Oh.
So it's okay. LMN, and if you turn it to the left, you got it. And it should find November 14, so it's 14, not 41.
Oh,
yeah, it's okay. And I'm going to look out the window while you're doing that. Let me just put the nose
traffic over here somewhere.
Left base
Hold on, he's underneath us. Let me climb a little bit.
He's -4.
4176.
Yeah,
I don't have him
I'm going
yet.
to climb a little
For the
bit.
traffic pattern for runway 29er, Chester County traffic.
Still 100 knots.
Central Jersey traffic, Skyhawk 777 taking off runway 25, seeing the pattern of Central Jersey.
Yeah, just do me a favor. I don't see him yet.
He's 800.
12 o'clock, 800 feet below.
Runway 25, Central.
He's 1,000 below now.
Yeah, I don't see him. I don't know if I'm going to see him from my... Oh, there he is. No factor. He's going to fly directly under you.
Now we got 7 Foxtrot Golf. We got to look out for it.
He's -7. Keep an eye out for him. Man, we're almost to the Poconos here, aren't we? That ridge is, there's Delaware Water Gap right there, you see it?
Gap 3912 is turning final to
I had no idea we were this close to,
traffic in sight.
Oh, yeah.
so he's -11. I got him too, he's descending.
All right, we're turning left, so we're good.
So, did you get that?
I got it.
Okay, so that's the #1 nav feature in this whole thing, and this is beautiful having the 530 screen. And then we have a bunch of screens down here. You really should do that King thing on the 530, 430 I sent you. Wow. That's a nice map, man. I've only, all the planes I've flown have the 430 only in them. Okay.
Traffic,
Let's go over to McGuire, 126475. I can grab that if you want.
Thank you.
And we'll just listen to them on the way down. So the only reason I do this, you have an emergency, you already got them in there. We don't have to talk, we'll just listen. You're going to fly, what are we, 4,500. There's airspace is like 26.
Number 43 Juliet Alpha, contact New York approach 124.75.
2475.
Yeah, their airspace is class Delta 2,600. So as long as we're over 3,000, we're fine.
Okay.
Wow, there is a lot of... So I can't remember where you turn off distant traffic in here, but I got to find it. Got to be under settings, right? High distant ADS-B traffic, boom. So I don't know if you have yours set. Man, even when I hit distant, it's still pretty busy out here today. So we're on a parallel path to that magenta line, which, or you're actually right on it, so that's fine. I'll reset mine. We'll just do it direct to November 14. Reset. Now we're both on the same magenta line. And this is actually going to put you over top of Trenton, right? We'll just make sure we're...
No, we're outside.
Really, mine's showing inside. Is that Trenton?
This is Trenton here.
Huh, that's weird. I set mine. And mine sorry.
Oh, no. Oh,
That's,
yeah. No, we'll be in it. Yeah, we'll be.
Yeah, we're going to be inside class Delta.
Yeah, so
Trenton Mercer we can see from here. So where's the airport? That's the Delaware River. I don't know. Maybe we can't see it yet. So confusing up here with the way the Delaware River snakes around to get to the... Sorry, dude. There's Trenton Mercer right there.
Yeah.
We're already over it, pretty much.
All right, we're at 4,300. So.
Have you ever been in and out of there?
Yeah, for my flight review last year.
Got it.
Or no, 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2, yeah.
It was more than that, I bet.
It was 2021. It was May of 21. All right, do our cruise checklist. Okay, throttle's good, props are good, mixture is good. We are still on our mains. Cowl flaps are closed.
So, listen, I'm going to propose something when we get back to the Flying W. So, did you get this insurance thing squared away?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I need you to get me a copy of that. And I think I can save you a lot of headache here.
Sure.
I'm going to give you, and I don't think there's any reason I can't do this, I'm going to give you a solo authorization for a point-to-point P&E to November 14.
Okay.
And that's just for those two airports. You're allowed to fly. There's an endorsement in your logbook for that.
That'd be super awesome.
So that's going to get us two things. It's going to keep you from getting in any trouble, and it's going to allow you to come meet me, and this doesn't turn into a 4-hour or 5-hour event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because my problem is I got to be back.
Papa McGuire approach altimeter 3013. Set request.
Yeah, it's like a 6-minute ride from PNE.
Right, it's 10 miles or 12 miles. So I think that's going to make your life easier, and it's going to allow us to fly at times when maybe we normally couldn't. I concur, because I have to drive over for an hour and then drive back. And if we fly for 2 hours, sometimes I can't get back in time to meet another student at pre-flight.
Yep.
Okay, so we just crossed Trenton Mercer. This is the city of Trenton. Delaware River goes in around that way. PNE's right there somewhere, right?
0427.
PNE's right there, I can see it.
Yeah, and we got no TFRs, and I don't see much weather.
739er with Romeo with you at 2,000 feet.
Cox 739 Whiskey Romeo, McGuire approach, we're altimeter 3013. Verify you have the weather, South Jersey State top approach requesting.
3013, and I'll get the weather now, 9er with Romeo.
Yeah, Trenton Mercer is a nice airport, but there's not much going on there since you're already based at PNE. You got all the Class D experience, right?
Yep.
And you seem really comfortable with all that stuff.
Yeah, I trained in Doylestown, which was uncontrolled, but, you know, being at PNE...
No, but you're at PNE now, and you know the rules, and I guess one of the biggest differences going to Class...
Flyers, 9er with Romeo. Can I do a temporary frequency
I will
change
talk about it.
to get the weather? Sorry.
November 9 Whiskey Romeo, turn left heading 190 vectors for your approach. And
so next time we go up, we're going to do a couple of these other maneuvers. You know what you should do? Have you done any steep turns in this thing?
Good morning,
like
November
steep,
297 Mike.
So that you only have to do private pilot maneuvers, and he said...
Contact 3 miles southwest of the coral vortex.
I don't think he's going to make you do it, but he might make you do a couple steep turns just to see if you can
November 297
do a coordinated turn in this thing. So maybe before we go back to the W, if we have 10 minutes, we go over here.
4 miles to the northeast of
little.
Ocean County Airport through 2,400.
Go over here, not yet, but when we get near Flying W, we'll head out to Tabernacle for 5 minutes. Go up to, we're already at 3,500. Just do a set of steep turns.
I'll tell you what, let's, because we're going to be in Philly's airspace, you want to...
3 miles northbound.
Yeah, you can do that now because you're already over top of, if you want to set in your flight plan, just insert before November 1 for insert DITCH, Delta India Tango Charlie Hotel.
November 7 Mike Echo radar contact 2 miles east of Ocean County Airport.
Delta India, what?
Tango Charlie Hotel, ditch.
Okay. That's a great
and
word.
ditch is just a waypoint out here that's pretty close to Tabernacle. I use it to get in and out of the...
Alright,
it's outside the Bravo.
It's outside the Bravo. It's over a big farm field, and
cool.
We're already above maneuvering altitude.
Okay, awesome. And this is my favorite thing to do right here.
One aircraft, say again.
1450 Bravo, 10 north of Navy Lakehurst.
Send the panel, enter, activate, boom.
So if you know how to do that, you're well on your way.
Number 9 Foxtrot Golf traffic, 1 o'clock, 2 miles south.
And that's, is yours Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to do that?
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. So I told you, Chris Verrill told me, and my partner Jane's had a problem recently.
Yep.
Sometimes the waypoints in here are better than the waypoints in there, and you'll send it over, and it's like, I can't find that waypoint. So if you always set it up in here on an IFR flight plan, what you're doing now is fine for VFR stuff.
But you know what? It's funny you mention that because it shows us left of the magenta. Here we're right of the magenta.
Yeah, so why?
Yeah, I don't know. Because if I did go right, I might hit the Bravo.
So you know what's happening here?
clear no fast Delta.
You are,
Lakehurst Delta's approved.
I think you still have the old direct 2.
Oh, it's got us on this leg.
Whiskey Sierra with the VFR request.
Just make it go direct.
777.
Watch, ready? Direct.
313 after.
Sorry, clear.
Robbinsville.
Where were you, flight plan?
I see, because it says N14, that's why, okay.
How'd you get there, flight plan? So we should be able to go, you gotta push it in first, I think, and then megahertz,
and then ditch. Okay.
No, now, direct, activate, which is enter, activate. Now we're going there, but turn now to 189er. I'm not sure you have the same flight plan in there, but we are going to ditch.
Yeah, look, it's right here.
Wire approach, Cessna 734 Whiskey Sierra with the VFR request.
That's awesome.
734 Whiskey Sierra.
Yeah, we can do a little work on this later, but if I were you, I don't know how much that King School course is, but it's pretty cheap.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
The better King School is the one on 4-flight. It's $29. Okay. Have you done that? I've not. That's the best course. That's the best $29 you'll ever spend in your life. Okay.
Approach call timber 3013, say request.
I think I'm going to just try and rotate this down just a hair, if I can, without screwing it up.
3013, we are 2.5 miles south of Red Line.
I hope this worked.
Requesting flight following in the south practice area, November 734 Whiskey.
Okay, so.
Number 4 Whiskey Sierra Squawk 0425.
734 Whiskey. So they're kind of heading out to where we are.
We're going to make one low approach at Ocean County and then head back to Martha.
November 50.
God, this thing is so smooth.
VFR practice approach approved, no separation service.
Yeah, when the air's smooth, it's perfect. I hate flying in turbulence.
Number 50 Bravo, Roger, change advisor frequency.
You should get used to that, because this plane has enough mass that flying in a little bumpiness.
Let me ask you something. When you have the autopilot on, right, and you're in turbulence, you know when you get this quick, like, kind of pushes you over? What happens with the autopilot?
The autopilot's just going to try and hold the plane where you set it.
So when there's turbulence, I would say no autopilot, or
I fly with mine on all the time.
Okay.
But you might have to reduce power to, maneuvering speed if it gets really bad.
Okay. Yeah, maneuvering.
And then if it gets really bad, your autopilot should be able to handle that deviation. Because when you're in a jet, those guys have the autopilot on the whole time. When they're getting the crap bounced out of them, they have the autopilot on.
Yep.
It's not going to break anything.
Well, I'm just more.
But you should always pull back to maneuvering speed if you get into severe turbulence. So your VA in this plane is what?
152.
Central Jersey.
Where is the sign on here? Is it?
Yeah, it's VMA.
Yeah, sorry, 152. So that's pretty high. But it is well inside the green arc and way below the yellow arc. Yep. That's pretty high. I'd pull it back even less than that if I got into some really bumpy stuff.
Really?
Okay, so where are we? We're out over Mount Holly somewhere.
Pemberton.
So we're heading, ditch is going to be out where those green fields are. This is awesome. Flying W is probably right there. I think I see the field off the end of the runway, maybe, no? Should be right there. Yeah, there it is. There's a big field there, and the runway goes in off the field. Gotcha. McGuire's just off your left wing. Yeah, so always remember that guy up at Mammoth County that snapped his wing off, man. There is no reason on Earth to ever do anything in this plane that'd be structurally loading this thing up, in the yellow arc, or doing any hot dogging, or anything that could put you in an accelerated stall. That's just, as a private pilot, just pretend it's unrecoverable.
Yep. I'm always very cautious with this thing.
Well, it's your plane. Like, I see people do stupid things in flight school planes sometimes, and, they just think it's a rental car, but this is your plane.
Yeah.
It's snapping 6 feet of a wing off. That's a lot of wing, man.
Yeah. The visibility of this plane is awesome. I mean, you've got all this, and actually, when I replace the windshield.
By the way, you got traffic. You got him.
I see him. When I replace the windshield, I'm going to go postless.
Why?
So you don't see the post.
You can take this out?
Yeah. There's an STC for it, and it's really, they should have done, honestly, when they, from the factory, they were only 1/4 inch thick. Now they have thicker acrylic, so you put a plate up here, plate down there, and you don't have to worry about it.
Man, that doesn't even bother me in the least, but, you know, as a matter of fact, the amount, I mean, this thing is more of an obstruction than anything else, and you can get rid of this. Yeah, actually, can you? Do these have batteries in them?
They do.
Okay, so you're all set. Yep. So, I'm going to have to, man, why am I, is this thing working?
Hey, look, 160.
No, I'm just, I forgot you had 2 of these.
Yeah, this one's a little bit low.
So you can buy a new faceplate for these. We just had to get one for our plane.
Yep.
Yeah, we searching for
Not that you need it, because you got,
it's brighter, it's nice.
you got 4,
9 Whiskey Romeo, proceed direct.
Yeah, this is a little on the slow side, this one here.
Direct south to Jersey, 9
Needs to be adjusted.
are these GPS fed though, or is this actual PEDO information?
The miles per hour is PEDO. The altitude is
GPS.
You know, I don't know. I think it's actually fed by the pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think whatever you set to the Colesman, that's what it does.
Could you give me an altitude read?
This says we're on a 235 heading.
November 87.
Sorry, is that what that is, or is that a bug?
That's the bug.
So how do you set the bug? Enter?
Tap it, push your fingers, just touch it.
Touch this?
Yeah. Now you can change it. The top, there you go.
Wow. So when I set that, what is our course right now? 190 approximately?
Yep. South Jersey Regional, 12 o'clock, 12 miles, report the field in sight.
So when I set that, what does that do? Where's the bug?
It's just
November 9 Whiskey
on the bottom there.
Do I have to hit it again or anything? Or?
Northwestbound, 2000.
This one's more critical because this one sets the autopilot. That one doesn't have the autopilot.
Oh, I see what I see. It's got the. Oh, that's nice. So that does work in conjunction with your autopilot roll steering and
Not
everything.
this one. This one.
That one does.
87 Juliet.
Interesting.
Traffic now 11
Okay.
o'clock, 4 miles, 2,400.
So all we're going to do is get over this farm field,
November 9 o'clock.
do a 360.
4 miles, 3,200.
So the reason, I'm going to turn this down. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. So the reason I wanted you to come over and do this is pre-maneuver checklist. So there's fuel and electric. Let's just go through those. The fuel part is, well, first of all, verify that you have gas, right? It says we have, where's our fuel tank? 32. So, where does it say 32? How do you know what that is?
Fuel. So and if you tap this, it'll tell you what the other tanks have.
Okay, so that's, but each tank is combined into 32 total, or is that each?
No, that's the left tank, right tank, and then these are the aux tanks in the center.
So that's total fuel?
No, that's just this tank with the arrow.
And how do I get to the other tank?
Push the button.
Where's the
Right in the
button?
middle under fuel, right there.
Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. So we have fuel.
Yep.
And you just put it in yourself and visually checked it. I'm going to put that back to left for you. So we have fuel. These are set to main tanks.
Yep.
And we have mixture set where we want it for DA, which is full at this point. So that's fuel. Yep. Electrical. Where's our ammeter? We want to make sure you have a 28 volt system.
Yep, we're loading and we are charging and we are 28.9.
And what's the fault thing here? What happens if those?
It's just this is just monitoring. Since we have 2 alternators, it kind of bounces up and down.
Okay.
That
but why does it say fault?
It just says.
Oh, it's just load and fault.
That meter, if it goes up, then that's the fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're checking the electrical. The second piece would be circuit breakers, and they're on your door, right?
Yep.
So I would just go through this checklist. So you're checking the electrical. The alternator, ammeter looks good. You see any circuit breakers sticking out?
Nope.
Okay, so electrical's done. You might want to put your lights on at this point. Make sure all your lights are on.
They are on.
So it's fuel, electrical, cabin. So we want to make sure there's nothing in this cabin that's going to hit me or you in the head when we're doing a emergency descent or anything like that. So we have our seatbelts on, doors are closed and locked. We don't have any cabin issues with like in a Piper with the latches. Windows are closed. Cabin's good. Nothing. We do have some stuff in the back, so I wouldn't do anything too violent here.
Okay.
So last thing is altitude and heading. So when we do a 360 steep turn, we're going to need a heading to roll out on. So let's find something visual. So we're well outside of all the airspace.
Yeah, we're at the ditch.
Why don't you just turn left and find a visual reference that you're comfortable with? We We got to do some clearing turns. So if you want to do a 90-degree left and a 90-degree right turn, that'll.
Or you can, how about that on the grounds? That white stuff, the warehouses.
You're going to want something a little further away for the steep turn.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what I would use. Let's just do a 360 clearing turn. You can either do a 90 to the left and 90 to the right.
Okay, 90 to the left.
So I'm going to say your best, Atlantic City's down there. Let's use that as our heading. So or we can find one, go 90 to the left and we'll find one over here. And the last thing is altitude. So I think private pilot is only 45 degrees steep turn, right?
I don't remember.
It's not 55 or 60. I think it's.
I think I remember going 60, but maybe that was just for.
It's not going to be 60. No. I think it's 45. We're just going to do 45 to get started here.
Okay.
So, is that McGuire? You could use that, or you could use those smokestacks. Those smokestacks are pretty obvious.
Yeah, let's use the smokestacks.
Okay. So we use those smokestacks, which are going to be a little bit. They're going to be 30 degrees left of McGuire when you see it coming around, and altitude's going to be.
Let's go 3,000.
So we're going to count that as our clearing turn right there. Okay. So let's roll out on the smokestacks.
Yeah, McGuire approach, November.
Roll out level, wings level.
Okay.
We have the ADS-B.
Yep. Nothing's around us.
Nothing's around us. Altitude, and you want to set the plane up for probably somewhere around maneuvering speed for this maneuver. So
okay.
I think you're already there, aren't you?
Yep.
Little 152. You can do it. I think you're actually.
Let me do 22 square.
There you go.
22 square.
And you may find out that you can't hold a steep turn in that, but let's try it.
Echo, Roger.
So there's always three things with a steep turn. People are always gaining or losing altitude. You got to find. We might not be able to do it perfectly. So you're gonna just point this plane right at those smokestacks. You can pick left or right as your first one. I don't care.
5,000, something like that.
Okay. All right, we're 22 square now.
So we do have to be a little careful because we're facing into the Philadelphia airspace right now.
Yeah.
And we got to be below 3,000, which you are.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's actually 3,500 rate. It's 4,000, so you're clear. Okay. So why don't you just face right at those smokestacks so we can do this.
Okay. I'll do right. I'll go right.
So I don't think you have enough power to do this. I think you're going to lose
23 square.
Yeah, I think you might need to do 23 because we're already descending a little bit and we're slowing down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And let's try like 120, 125 on the speed, see what it does.
November 1450 Bravo, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles southbound, 2000 indicated.
Contact back up to 23 square here.
128.8.
And so we're going to do 1 360 roll out on, we'll roll out 10 or so degrees, start to roll out before we get to the smokestack. You're going to get to the transition. We're going to go right into the right, left one rather. You're going to go right, then left. And during the transition, we're going to have more lift, so the nose is going to pop up. You're going to put a very little bit of pressure on it. Okay. Whenever you're ready, we're at 125 miles per hour here at 23 squared. You can take your time. We got plenty of room.
Mike Echo, turn right heading 270.
270, some Mike Echo.
Okay, let me get down to 3,200.
November 7 Mike Echo, for your situational awareness, I'm sending a box pattern for you in the area. Let me know if you need to move anywhere further south or
all right,
north.
now which line is the line we want to go to on the AI?
It's good question because
the long line, the first long one, that's 45.
It's 10, 20, 30.
November 1966.
It's 10, 20, 30, so that's actually a little bit.
How will you tell me when?
So it's going to be right there. It's going to be that one.
The arrow?
Yeah. Yeah. And keep an eye on the ball. You need a lot of right rudder right here. And keep going. That's 30. If you want, you can do these at 30 till you get comfortable with them.
Well, let me try to go a little bit more.
So you need a little bit of rudder. It's a little bit more right rudder. And you're losing about 500 feet per minute, even though it doesn't seem like it. So if you pull back, you're going to tighten the turn. So you got to let a little bit out, pull back, and then put it back in. So there it is right there. And you need a lot more right rudder. So let's get this coordinated so we don't kill ourselves. See that little bit of right pressure there?
Yep.
We're still descending, but let's let a little bit out, add a little back pressure, and then put it back in. So there's the first. I'm just holding back on this with you. You need a little bit more right rudder. Here comes the smokestack. We're going to start rolling out right here. And the nose is going to pop up because we have lift there, so we're pushing down a little.
All right.
And you're going right into the left one. And now you'll need a lot less right rudder. And the back pressure seems good there. Just a little bit more back pressure. I think you're okay there. So, a little bit of back pressure because we're starting to descend a little. So just let a little bit out and then put it back in with a little back pressure.
Okay. Now this doesn't have any P factor, so why do we need right rudder?
You must always need right rudder in a turn when you're doing this. So
it cancels out, I would think, with the props, right? Or it doesn't. Like, why don't we need left rudder right now?
So some of it's the. Hang on, let's just finish this turn. So you need less right rudder in the left turn than you do in the right one.
Okay.
So you're still at 3,000 feet somehow, even though the ASI says we're descending. So you can roll out when you get back to, we already passed the smokestack, didn't we? I missed it, sorry. That's okay, that's okay. So listen, let's call that so I think that was a good power setting.
Okay.
Let's remember it was 23 squared and about 130 knots, 130 miles an hour, okay? That'll be on the video, about 23 squared and about 120, 125 miles per hour.
Okay.
Those weren't bad, those. So I'm going to look up, I think, he may not even make you do this, but I think he's going to want to see you can turn this plane.
Okay.
He's going to throw something at you.
Makes sense.
But you don't have to do any ground reference maneuvers, and that's not a ground reference maneuver, technically. So let's find out where we are to go back to November 1-4. We're really close.
Yeah, looks like...
and by the way, you got somebody 29er 33 kilo just off,
15
just below you.
Yep.
I'm going to throw, why don't you throw in your flight plan that we're going to do?
I mean, I was thinking we could just join the left downwind for 19.
If you can see it, that's fine with me. I'm going to throw it into mine right now.
To the help, 7 Mike Echo, cancel IFR, keep the flight following.
So I've added in mine. We're going to kill that. We're already, we're 1228 at Flying W. I'm going to put that in. We got rid of McGuire. So there's Flying W.
Left downwind runway 01, number 2. Harper County 547 Tango, final runway 1, Harper County.
So we're still at 3,000 feet, and airport is
Lincoln Park 769.
It's like 6 Lima.
Yeah, so we're actually right over the runway. So you gotta
right base for runway.
You're gonna have to.
W traffic.
Where is it?
Airport is man, I just
should be like right in front of us.
There it is, right there. So we got to go out and re-enter. You got the runway is right here, so there's no way we're landing here now. So
all right, I'm going to do a 360.
Yeah, I would just head back out toward McGuire and we'll re-enter.
Runway 10, Flying W traffic.
I just want to make sure there's nobody in front of us because this tends to get really busy out here.
I see 6 Lima. 6 Lima.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. If you go out to the right here and rejoin the 45.
41 is 2 miles south of the field, 1,200 climbs.
Oh, you do have this guy though. You're right.
Back,
1966 Lima. He's going to be.
He's over us. It's this guy, 33 kilo.
Yeah, so you can just head straight out this way, and we'll make a big sweeping right-hand turn and come in behind him.
What 33 kilo is going to do here.
It's okay. Just head straight out.
Okay.
We'll figure something out here. We just don't want to turn into him. So he's minus 200 feet, and I don't have him yet.
3 miles to the east.
That's
I'll be joining the right downwind for 01, Flying W.
He's going.
Yeah, he's gonna make a sharp left turn here and do something stupid. So, all
right. So I'm just gonna go straight.
See those smokestacks out there? I just head that way for a second. We'll come in behind him. Okay. Traffic 4 o'clock. 1 nautical mile, 200. That's him.
Yeah.
So he's gonna turn left pretty hard, I think, to get.
Flying W traffic. Luscombe is going to be entering.
So what he's doing right now, that's the unpredictable.
He's being a pain in the ass is what he's
doing. Yeah, that's just, he's going to enter a base or something.
Okay. And
there's nothing, he's behind you though. I don't see him yet. But
yeah, he made his turn.
So now if you want to make a big wide turn back over to Vincenttown Water Tower, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So this is a good time to do our, just going to set, you can keep flying. I'm going to set you up here, 119, 325. put it in, and I'm going to go COM2 listen.
300 traffic, Skylane Falcon 9 taxiing from the ramp to the front of your
Automated weather observation. 1602 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 0.
Right downwind for 01.
Dew point minus 03 Celsius. Altimeter 3010.
3010 on the altimeter.
Thank you.
Yeah, look.
And the wind was calm. Those are South Jersey, but, you know, that's our ASOS over there. AWAS, ASOS. 3010.
Over traffic, white Cessna 247.
So we're at 1,650, heading for 1049 or 1050 is a little easier to, you're doing fine here. So the Vincenttown water tower is kind of where you want to head to. See this water tower out here? Okay. Head out that way and then you'll come right back in on a 45. Okay. Flying W Airport is right off my shoulder.
I got it.
And you'll have the whole place to yourself now. So if I were you, I'd always use this to grab my...
Right base 01, fine W.
When you're grabbing...
South Jersey traffic, helicopter 3 miles to the south of the field. We will be joining the right downwind for runway.
When you're getting your AWAS, ADIS, ASOS, I would use it. I mean, you got a beautiful COM2 down here. I would use it. So I got 119, 325 in there. Okay.
The weather down here calls on there.
That's what I use it for. And then you just hit your COM2 and you got it. And then you can turn it right off. Cool. Okay, so as we come around the Vincenttown water tower, you can just make a sweeping turn and put yourself right on that 45 and you'll get...
01, fine W, full stop.
Thanks for showing me that trick. That's pretty cool.
Which trick?
The 45.
Oh, God. It's not a trick, man. That's like the gaming system that they've created for everyone that's under my age.
Liquid traffic, that's the turn final.
Yeah, that's why I switched over to ForeFlight. So, by the way, I would get rid of this so it's not blocking your screen.
4247 turning left base.
And then you know this trick, right? You just touch this and you're
we're there.
Heads up. Yep. I can't fly north track up or anything. I gotta be.
Tigers, Hartford traffic 215.
Okay.
Turning base 01.
So you see the 45-degree leg should be orange or...
Runway 8.
I don't know what your color is there. You got a blue.
Active leg is
so you're heading for the blue one any way you can.
Okay. All right, gear is down.
Yeah, so let's go over our arrival. We got the wind and we got the altimeter set. That will keep us from getting killed. We know that we're going to be left traffic for runway. We're landing 19er.
Yep.
Actually, somebody just landed on 1.
It was a Yahoo that wasn't making his turn.
So let's verify that.
South Jersey traffic, helicopter base 25.
Okay, he just landed and disappeared.
South Jersey.
He did just land on 1 though, didn't he?
Yeah. Traffic left comes clear 01.
Okay, so that's that little, the Luscombe is like a little,
Julia, we're coming over right now.
Make a call.
Hey, Bob, do me a favor. I got enough. I'll be back in about an hour. If you can, when you see me land, if you could come down and give me some fuel, that'd be great.
Yep, no problem, Barry.
All right, I'll make a call.
Great, thanks. I'll see you in about an hour.
Flying W traffic, Spymaster 7 Whiskey Tango joining the left downwind for 19, Flying W.
Lakewood traffic, Cessna 10 in downwind, runway 24, Lakewood.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I thought I heard people landing 19 and then I saw him just land 1. So the wind is calm.
What's the default one at that airport?
So there's none published and we asked them recently if...
Flying W traffic, Archer 612 Golf is taking active runway 1 for close traffic.
Okay, so they're landing 1, so now we got a problem.
All right, so we got to turn back around.
Let me grab this. Flying W traffic, Spymaster 337 Whiskey Tango. We're going to break off the left downwind for 19er and come back in for runway 1, Flying W traffic. Okay.
Traffic left comes crossing threshold 19.
Alright, so you can do your thing, get your flight plan set up, and I'll just keep an eye out the window. I'm monitoring the flight path of the aircraft while you're getting set up.
Okay, I'm all set.
One thing you can do is fly counterclockwise around the Vincenttown water tower, and you'll have a nice vector back in.
South Jersey traffic on a left.
So come out a little bit about to your right, and we'll do a nice loop around.
I got you. Okay.
So to answer your question,
runway 8, right traffic.
there is no ComWin runway designation. There is at South Jersey. There's not at Flying W.
Runway 26 to the south.
Yeah, like at Doylestown, we had a 7.
Yep.
And a 25 and 7 always the default.
Wind runway designation. Yep. So here we're lucky. We can actually just watch what they're doing, and hopefully they're doing the right thing. We won't know till we get on final if the windsock's blowing that way or not. So while you're getting ready to set up, I'm going to fix my flight plan to procedure for runway 1 approach this time. Okay, 45.
South Jersey traffic, helicopter turning right crosswind, runway 8.
Helicopter.
Yeah, there's just no shortage of inexperienced or uninformed people flying around some of these airports, and even at a towered airport, you just
traffic. Archer is downwind.
got a lot of students sometimes. So just you got a big stable platform. Just set your power to something you can fly straight and level and get out of the way. If I come here and there's 5 people in the pattern, I hear a bunch of students, I sometimes just go away for like 3 or 4 minutes and I come back and they're all landed.
Sky Manor's like that. I don't know if you ever go up to Sky Manor.
I do. Best breakfast in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you're you got this. You're setting up for your 45 now.
Yep.
You make that work.
Harford County traffic at the top of you, 2 miles north.
So we are 1100 somewhere around there. There's a good pattern altitude.
01.
The airport is going to be right over there behind that tree line. Not to point,
So
but
you're going to Mooney back taxiing 26, left turn up to the south.
So we could do a right downwind for 1, right?
we are definitely doing a right downwind for 1, and you're gonna.
W traffic, Archer 612 Golf is turning right downwind for runway 1. Flying
this spot.
South Jersey traffic, Skylane 529.
So, you know, technically...
I'll make the call, I'll go number 2.
Yeah, just say you're going to get behind him. Do you have him in sight?
All right, let me talk.
Runway 1, taxiing center ramp to runway 1.
11 o'clock, 2 nautical miles, same altitude. So we got to find this guy.
He's right there.
You got him?
He's on roll 26.
You sure?
Yep, got him.
Okay, I can't see him, so...
He's right there.
I got him. Yeah, so this is the number 1 complaint at the Flying W. People come from South Jersey and just enter the pattern any way they want.
Yep.
So we're not going to say anything. We're just going to land the plane safely.
Yep.
So the end of the airport runway is right at the end of that field, and it's behind the tree line. You can't see it, but these nurseries are, you fly down the middle of these white things. So I would turn right now. You're going to be on a nice downwind. He's way too close.
Okay.
See that antenna in the middle of the nursery there?
Yes.
That's basically anywhere between there and the outside of the plastic. So, sorry about our unruly neighbors here.
Yeah, it's not no problem.
But he did just take off 1 runway, come over here, and he jumped right into the pattern without...
He's left turnout off the 26 to the south. Last call.
That wasn't cool, but it's common. Okay, so this is non-standard pattern. It's out my window. You can't see the runway so good, but...
Okay. Flying W traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, right downwind for... what's the runway?
It's runway 1, but we're number 2.
And right base for runway 1, Flying W traffic.
Okay, we're right downwind for runway 1 behind, number 2 behind 12 Golf.
We're almost even with the numbers now.
So you're all set, man. And
traffic, Archer 612 Golf is turning final for runway 1, Flying W traffic.
I would just be really careful out here. So there is a... So we're about as close as I would fly this in a 172 to that horse track.
Yep.
So I just take your time.
I'm going to do a little longer downwind here.
Saying 26 South Jersey.
We got a helicopter over there, November 9 or 8, Echo Romeo. I'm going to see if I can get eyes on him while you're getting your power and flap set.
Okay.
So I'm feeling like a lot of nose up pitch.
Yeah, I just increased power. I'm getting a little bit low.
So if you add some flaps now, your nose will pitch down, right? First it's going to try and pitch up, but that'll...
Flying W traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango, turning right base, 41.
Let's get some flaps before we turn, just so we have a little margin.
Joining the left downwind runway 1, flying W.
We have to worry about 98 Echo Romeo?
Not yet.
Traffic, Archer 612 Golf is going around.
So with traffic, 645 Papa Delta is
I'm looking for him, I don't see him yet.
100 descending real left, downwind 22, Sober.
W traffic, 98 Echo Romeo. We're out over the Wawa, Cessna 337. Right base for 1, flying W. So we're a little bit overshot, so push the nose down a little bit, Julian, and let's get lined up. We're just a little bit, we're pretty far out, just watch your ball.
500 passing east to west over the VOR.
See that damn helicopter?
Yeah, so I was a little worried about that when we came out here, but always, so there's Echo Romeo. So,
traffic, Archer 612 Golf is 10 over right.
We're stabilized?
Runway 10, runway 1, flying W traffic.
Okay, let's do our gumps check. Gas.
Hold on a second. Flying W traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango on final for 1. Flying W.
Real quick, gas, good. Undercarriage, down and lock. Mixture, prop should be full forward.
Papa Delta is 3 miles.
For go around.
Descending.
We're a little bit high, but
this Pappy's work, right?
Oh yeah, they definitely work, yep. But you got some trees here, so it's not a bad idea to be 50 feet high here. If you follow those things in at night, you get leaves and branches.
That's a 3 degree, right?
So you got full flaps. I'd just take just a touch of power out. This is a 3,400 foot runway, so, but you got a pretty heavy aircraft here. So your descent rate 600 feet per minute. So let's try and land on the 3rd stripe. Push your nose down just a little bit, and you can use pitch and power to slow us down a little. There you go. So you can start rounding out now. A little bit of right rudder, Julian, and just hold it, hold it, hold it. So I would have added just a touch power, but that was, that wasn't horrible. So that was all a result of coming in a little high and a little fast.
Okay.
But you didn't break anything.
Yeah.
But it's your plane, so as I always tell people, the best way to learn how to land a plane is buy one. You'll get real ginger on the landing gear, especially if you have to pay for the annual on a RG.
Yep.
So use the yellow line and you won't hit anything. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a...
9W traffic, helicopter short, final runway 1, stop and go.
I'm going to grab this. Yep. Flying W traffic, Spymaster's clear of runway 19, flying W. So just go over here, pull up 2 plane lengths, do your after
612 Golf is 10
landing
right
checklist.
For runway 1.
This thing's a handful, man.
Yeah.
Good though. There's nothing matter with that.
All right.
Just be aware, like this runway is 3,400 feet. This is a piece of cake in a Cessna, but you got a much heavier, faster airplane to deal with.
Oh, for sure.
And you're used to KMJX and KPNE and all that.
Yep.
These guys are checking out your airplane look.
Off. You're like, wow, he's got a boom like us. That's a Cabral? The Cabral or whatever it's called?
They just had to get new ones because the accident they had here a couple years ago.
Flying W traffic, Cessna 9er Zulu Hotel, taking off runway 1, staying in the pattern.
Zulu Hotel, there's a helicopter on the runway.
Flying W traffic, Archer 612 Golf is 10 in base for runway 1, flying W traffic.
I don't think she heard you.
Zulu Hotel, did you copy?
Copy, I'm exiting the runway.
No, you're good. Just give them a second.
Panicked. All right. After landing checklist complete.
Clear of active runway, flying W.
Flying W radio check.
Loud and clear, flying W.
Flying W radio check.
Loud and clear, flying W.
Flying W traffic, Archer 612 Golf is on final for runway 1, flying W traffic.
South Jersey traffic, Cessna 734 Whiskey Sierra is roughly 6.5.
Keep an eye on this knucklehead. He's going to come flying around here, not looking.
Inbound for landing.
Flying W, Cessna 480, taxiing to the runway.
Flying W 480, got short final traffic. Be careful there. I don't know what the hell.
for you?
I don't know who that is, but...
480. 480, you're clear. I'm just parking here, 7 Whiskey Tango.
Thank you.
She's right there. Got 2 girls. So
sorry, I thought they were the same person. Because...
All right, let me secure the plane here. Avionics off.